morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. My name is Zach, and welcome back to the Silent Station, a show for those just tuning in, is where I record basically a video journal of sorts and post it on the internet for people to watch if they're bored and somehow stumble across it. Anyways, let's get right into it. Been a minute since I last posted. I upgraded my pocket journal now. Now it's a calendar, and it's got everything I can need. Dates. Perfect. Got a new phone, which was nice. Upgrade. Now my game pigeon works, so I can do 8-ball. And I got a bigger screen for Clash of Clans. Picked up some Lovecraft books. Classic. But anyways, let's get into today's topic. Why don't we? So, I was walking with my dog through the forest the other day, like I usually do, up and down, past trees and the such, and I had a great thought. I was thinking about yearbook quotes, and I was thinking something along the lines of, well, like, if the world was a stage, then by golly, the show must go on. And it's like, that's a decent idea. But then I started thinking, if the world is a stage, what's my part in it exactly? What exactly is your part in it? Much less mine. And I had a thought. Now, so I went through a couple options. Well, you could be the main character. We all could be. Of our own certain little shows. This is a pen for reference. I just do this. But then I realized, what are the odds that we're all protagonists and we're all not just some side character in some prologue or epilogue of some real protagonist action? Then I had a second option. I had the choice to think, what if we're all side characters in our own stories? But then that's lame. Because I thought about books. And a good side character still has their own development, their own plot building. They're still their own person. They are their own protagonist in their own way, you know? Think of any good book series, you know? Aragorn in The Lord of the Rings, he's his own protagonist, even if Frodo is one of ours, the main book. And then I reached a good middle ground. How many of you have read War and Peace? Now, War and Peace, for those who don't know, aside from being a infamously long novel, is a book written, if I'm not incorrect, about the Napoleonic Wars, which happened during the early 1800s, and it follows the 5 different accounts of 5 different characters throughout the whole book. And it got me thinking, what if all of humanity is just in some big novel of this sort of thing, you know? A book of humanity with 8 billion different perspectives, or however many of us there are, you know? And it got me thinking, like, you know, we might all technically be both a protagonist and a side character. Or just books, just characters in a book for gods to study about and read and then ask each other, so what's the theme and drew out of humanity here? That sounds like an awful essay to write. But it's weird to think about, eh? People always say life's a stage. Life's a show. I could certainly see that. Now, the most happy people I know live life as if it's a game. They live life to enjoy it, to celebrate it. Those people always seem pretty happy, you know? They don't take it too serious, to anything. And I guess that's where the phrase would come from, I imagine. Now, what else can I mention? Something just passed by my mind, but let's see if I can write it. Oh yeah. Out of philosophy into my own life a wee bit. Exams just passed, and they're looking pretty good mark-wise. I might even be able to go to uni with a nice pack of scholarships in my pocket. And I might continue it there, right? I mean, uni, if my life is a hero's journey, uni's that first step into the unknown. My call to action being summer, I guess. Or maybe an offer of acceptance. I mean, Frodo took 20 years before he actually set out from the Shire? So I guess that can be a good thing, but yeah. My friend left to go live in Alberta, and I asked him. I said, "Hey, give me your house address so we can be pen pals, because phones don't exist, so we're gonna send letters to each other, or at least I will, because I thought it'd be funny." And it actually does sound like a pretty good idea now that I'm thinking about it, Have you ever just wrote a letter to someone? It sounds so alien for someone of my age, my years. But it sounds nice. You compile everything you've done in the past while, everything you plan to do in the future while, and you'll write it down ever so neatly that it all just comes together, and by the end, you have a letter. And you exchange. I imagine there's a certain amount of heart to it. Unlike digital media. I don't know why. Would any of you guys ever go, live in a mountain when you're older? Cut off from society, just off the grid, go away? That sounds like it'd be fun. Send letters to people. Hey, people always tell me I'm old-fashioned at heart, but really I think I just enjoy the older things a bit more. I don't necessarily. I love modern stuff. I can't live without Mario. How could I not? But I do think it's nice to enjoy those older things. But anyways, just checking in. It's been a minute since I posted, so have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, and good night. You're the star of the show, pal. Something, something. Enjoy. Oh, and maybe I'll actually remember to edit this so I can cut off before I hit the